Ladies and gentlemen, New York has said they are coming straight for Trump as soon as he is done with his presidency. You know, and I know this got to be true. This is why this man, he is trying to figure out any way, any loophole he can stay in office. That's what he's trying to go for. And I don't know. I don't think this is going to work out too well for Donald Trump. And he knows it. He's fully aware of what's going to happen to him when he's done in office. So, a few miles south of the namesake tower where Donald Trump begins his presidential run, which we know as Trump Tower, New York prosecutors are grinding away at investigation into the business dealings that could shadow him long after he leaves office in January. The probe, led by Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr., is one of several legal entanglements likely to intensify when Trump loses power and immunity from prosecution upon leaving the White House. That's why they're saying that he's headed towards Florida. But to be honest with you, don't they extradite criminals back to whatever state the crime took place? Well, what makes you think Trump can't be extradited back to New York? I'm just saying. Trump faces two New York inquiries into whether he misled tax authorities, banks, or business partners. Two women alleging sexual assault. They are suing him. Some Democrats are calling for the rival federal campaign finance investigation that appeared to end under the U.S. Attorney William Barr. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. It isn't known whether any investigation has gathered sufficient evidence to charge Trump with any crimes. Prosecuting a former president would also be unprecedented step in a country that has sought since its founding to sweep aside a departing commander-in-chief's alleged transgressions in favor of a peaceful transition of power. Well, you can't have a peaceful transition if you got one party that's saying they're not going to do it, and that's Donald Trump. With the country so sharply polarized in 2020, would a legal battle ultimately be seen as a political retaliation? That is a difficult calculation, said Mina Bose, executive director of Peter S. Kalikow Center for the Study of the American Presidency. Trump has said that he has the right to pardon himself of any federal offensive, but the concept remains untested because no president has ever attempted to do so. And plus, doesn't he have to be charged with a crime first before he can pardon himself? I don't believe he's been charged first. Not yet. Okay. 1974 Justice Department opinion said presidents could not pardon themselves because that would violate the fundamental rule that no one may be a judge in his own case. Okay. Trump has used his pardon power to help out friends, and we know about Roger Stone, who really did not deserve any pardon, and high-profile defendants in the past, commuting the sentence of longtime friend Roger Stone in July and a former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. Yeah, I remember that dude, in February, and have suggested he could do more of the same before his term ends. Vance investigation is particularly troublesome for Trump because it involves possible state level charges that could not be wiped away with a presidential pardon. Vance, a Democrat, hasn't disclosed a detail of his probe, citing grand jury secrecy rules. But his office has said in court filings that it is related to public reports of extensive and protracted criminal conduct at the Trump organization. Trump former personal lawyer, we know that's Michael Cohen, told Congress that Trump often inflated the value of his assets when dealing with lenders or potential business partners, but deflated them when it benefited him for tax purposes. While Trump has been in office, the investigation's progress has been hampered by court filings over whether prosecutors could get access to his tax returns and whether a president has any immunity from a state investigation. One appeal related to the records battle is now before the U.S. Supreme Court. Vance's office declined to comment. It isn't clear whether a long running probe is close to conclusion or months or years away from any resolution. Mm-mm-mm. New York Attorney General Letitia James is also investigating whether Trump's company lied about the value of its assets to get loans or tax benefits. Through her probe is civil, not criminal in nature. Trump's son, Eric Trump, spoke by video with investigators last month after losing a court fight to postpone the deposition until after the election. There were new revelations Thursday that both James and Vance had also subpoenaed documents related to tax deductions taken by Trump's company related to business consulting fees paid to his daughter, Ivanka Trump. Damn, he got his kids all involved in this stuff. Part of Vance's criminal investigation pertains to payments made during Trump's 2016 campaign to porn actress Stormy Daniels and model Kim McDougal to prevent them from publicly alleging they had extramarital affairs with him. Cohen pleaded guilty to orchestrating the payments, which Manhattan federal prosecutors said amounted to illegal gifts to Trump's campaign. They identified Trump in court filings as having direct Cohen efforts, but he was not charged. Trump has denied the affairs and said any payments were a personal matter, not a campaign expense. The Justice Department has a long-time policy starting that it is unconstitutional to prosecute a sitting president in federal court. There is also the potential that a Democrat-led Justice Department could pursue matters left unchanged. So, they're saying that, he could still be charged and they can consider Robert Mueller's investigation into the Russian election interference, such as allegations Trump obstructed justice. So all of that can still be brought into consideration. Ooh, no matter how you look at it, Donald Trump, man, this is a mess that you got yourself in. Now, it does go into Richard Nixon, but Gerald Ford actually pardoned Nixon. And there's no guarantee that Biden is going to pardon Trump if it comes down to that. See, Trump can pardon himself as long as he's sitting there in office. But I don't, but they said that can easily be disputed. But what I'm saying is, Gerald Ford and Richard Nixon were both Republicans. Now you got Biden and Trump, and you see how Trump is acting. He doesn't even want to transition. So there's no guarantee he would pardon somebody like Donald Trump at all. But woo, this man is in a world of trouble when he gets done, and he knows it. This is why he does not want to leave that White House. It's really more about him than anyone else. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.